Do you know what today is? It's White History Wednesday. Hey, how you doing? It's your girl Maya Lamise, and for those of you who are new here, this is White History Wednesday, and this was specifically made for the people who said, why do black people need a whole month to tell their history? And for that, I give you 52 days. It's a little bit over a month, okay? You ready to hear it? Here it go. Now, did you know that Bayer, you know, the brand Bayer, was a part of IG Farben, which is a German pharmaceutical company that made the Zyklon gas? And those, if you know, you know exactly what that is. Nestle has been accused of child labor and exploitation in Africa. White History Wednesday. L'Oreal funded eugenics research in the early 1900s. We went over eugenics. Y'all know what that is. That's the scientific racism where they thought that they can pick and choose the genes from different people to make good humans. White History Wednesday. Johnson & Johnson has faced lawsuits over and over for over-targeted marketing of products in black communities despite the health risk. So y'all purposely putting products out to us knowing that they can harm us. White History Wednesday. So in the past, we talked about how black people fought in wars and were mistreated while doing so, and a good example of that is World War I and World War II, where black veterans, many were denied the GI Bill benefits. Veterans like Isaac Woodward were attacked, blinded by police in uniform. Lynchings of returning soldiers increased after World War I. Why would we be fighting for a country that refused to fight back for us? We fight literally, and it still goes on today in 2025. We fight for a country that don't give a damn about us. Systemic racism followed black soldiers home after fighting for their country. Just think about that. You went to fight for a country, and then when you came home, that country showed you just how much they didn't like you. White History Wednesday. Now, y'all know I like to read and make sure I got everything good. Vincent Alfred Simmons, I wanted to make sure I said this right, is an American man who was wrongly imprisoned in Angola State Prison in Louisiana, where he was sentenced to 100 years in July of 1977. So he was convicted of the attempted aggravated rapes of 14-year-old twin sisters Karen and Sharon Sanders of Marksville. They lied to cover up the fact that they was fondling with their cousin. White History Wednesday, because we talked about another story that happened like this, but it's like a recurring thing. You lied about messing with your cousin, and you messed up a black man's life. And during the trial, like, they were asking them, like, you know, pretty much. So let me just go back. Let me rewind it. Bring it back. He never stopped fighting for himself, and it took them years. I'm talking about, it was by 1999. They finally gave him the files where he saw that there was some inconsistencies in the case that wasn't given to him and his public defender at the time. The twins said that all black men look alike. They said that all black men look alike, and that's why they chose him, because he fits the description, right? Now, in 2022, he was released at 77 years old. He spent 44 years of his life behind bars. No apology, no reparations, no nothing. The twins are saying that they still have anxiety about that night. But what anxiety do you have about playing with your cousin? White History Wednesday. Okay, so this one is new for me. We're going to talk about the St. Bernard Parish Massacre in 1868. This was in Louisiana. Over 100 black people were unalived in cold blood to suppress black voting. One of the deadliest Reconstruction-era massacres, hardly ever mentioned in history class. Because y'all know they don't teach us these things, because they try to make it seem like slavery and civil rights wasn't that bad. It was all kumbaya. It was a couple little bad moments. No, these people were monsters. Taking lives just because you don't want people to vote. Because you don't want people to vote. What's going on right now? What are they doing right now? They removing people because they don't want people. Listen, we ain't going to get into it, but White History Wednesday, history repeats itself. We're going to now talk about the Red Summer of 1919. because, yeah, it was dozens of cities erupted in Caucasian-led racial violence, okay? Black veterans were specifically targeted. We just talked about this. After World War I, these men were targeted after putting their life on the line. And to come back to a place that's called the United States that's not so united, to let them know we don't give a damn that you fought for us. We don't like you. You should not be here. Chicago and Washington, D.C. saw major riots and massacre. So I want to talk about the racism and fear of the black autonomy after World War I. I don't know what it is, what the men went and did in World War I, but they showed them just how powerful that we are, and that made them even more scared of us. These people are really terrified of us, and it's like a fixation, because if you ask them why they don't like us, they say we're criminals, and we ask them how many of us they know, they say, well, it's all on the TV, it's all on the news. And this is something that happened back in the day during this time as well, because the media was inciting the violence. The media was pretty much I can't talk this morning. Lord have mercy. The media was putting out these stories which caused the Caucasian mobs to go seek justice. But the only difference between then and now is that they're not seeking justice. They just don't like us, and they're not bold enough to come out and seek justice on their own. But the media is a part of the problem today. The media, the stuff that the media put out, and MAGA love to say, oh, y'all just putting that out, it's all a lie. But if you just think about it, if you feel like they putting out lies against y'all, what you think they putting out lies against everybody else for? Or they only can lie on y'all? No, they lie on everybody. The news put it out there that, oh, black people are the most criminal people. Now it's the Hispanic people are the most criminal people. When we have showed y'all time and time again, we have showed y'all the facts, and the facts are, it's not us. It's Caucasian people. The only difference is, instead of coming out and trying to get justice yourselves, y'all just sit around and talk to y'all uncles, who is the judges and the lawyers and the police officers, and y'all let them do y'all dirty work. And I'm over it. Anywho, we're going to go ahead now and move on to, did y'all know that the second president in Mexico, his name was Vincent Guerrero, was a black man? Was a black man. He served from April 1st of 1829 to December 17th of 1829. He didn't even make it a full year. His presidency was short-lived because he was overthrown by his vice president, Anastasio, I'm going to butcher that last name. Anyway, Guerrero is known for his role in the Mexican War of Independence and for abolishing slavery in Mexico during his time in office. So y'all didn't like that he was not letting y'all mess with his other half, which is the black side. So y'all overthrew him. Listen, that wasn't white history, but I'm just saying, y'all want us to come out and fight for y'all, and look what y'all do to us, to y'all own people, because he was half black, half Mexican. Why y'all did that to him? I don't know. Now, I want to talk about George Stinney Jr. He was an African-American boy who was wrongfully executed at the age of 14 here in South Carolina after being convicted during trial for the unaliving of 2 Caucasian girls in March of 1944. Betty June Bickner, and she was 11, and Mary Emma Thames, who was 8 years old, in his hometown here in South Carolina. He was tried and convicted and sentenced to death in a single day in April of 1944, and then executed by the electric chair on June 16th of 1944. After a re-examination of his case in 2004 and several individuals on the Northeastern University School of Law, they sought a judicial review for his conviction, and it was vacated in 2014. With South Carolina ruling that he had not received a fair trial and he was wrongfully executed. My thing is, it's too damn late. Y'all done took this child life. It's too late. He's gone. But now y'all want to say he was wrongfully convicted. Stop arresting us and convicting us without due process, and then years later got to overturn and do. Why not just do it right the first time? Anyway, y'all, this has been another great White History Wednesday. Y'all have an amazing day.
Maya Lee, back with the heat. White History Wednesday, she posting receipts. Fuck your feelings, she only spitting facts. Sis dropping knowledge while we fade to black. White lies, no alibis, reap what you sow. Black history hit different when the truth unfolds. Talk is cheap, pay us what you owe. Never been our friend, always been our foe. Old white hood, new red hat, change the color of your hate. We still proud and black.